Okay, it is 5:15. We do have a quorum present, so I'll go ahead. Town of Grafton is Monday, February 3rd, 2005, 5:15 p.m. First order of business is to reorganize. So I will entertain nominations for the position of BCA chair.
I nominate Chris Wallace for chair.
We have a motion by Wendy, second by John. We have any discussion? There being none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor of nominating Chris Wallace for BCA chair, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried. Next order of business is to nominate and elect a vice chair. Or entertain any motions.
I nominate Wendy Martin.
I second. Any discussion? There being none, we'll go ahead and call for a vote. All those in favor of electing Wendy Martin as Vice Chair, Board of Civil Authority, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. Next order of business, election oversight. We designate our polling place and time for the annual town meeting on Tuesday, March 4th at the Grafton Elementary School. Polling hours will be from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. Do I have a motion to accept?
I'll move that. Second.
Motion by Wendy, second by Anna. Any discussion? I would just mention that I've already read in the paper that that will be the polling location. So I would suggest maybe next year we keep the horse in front of the cart and have this meeting a little sooner.
Sure.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't change from year to year.
Yeah, it never does.
So it's not gonna be controversial, but just, to keep us, ahead of the press, the media. Much as I hate January meeting. Okay. Any other discussion? There being none, all those in favor of designating Grafton Elementary School as the polling place with the hours of 9 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 4th for the annual town meeting, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. Next order of business is to elect a pair of JPs to deliver ballots to ill or physically disabled.
I nominate Dave Hall. I think he's gonna nominate somebody else.
Okay.
I nominate Mary Fader.
Okay. We have
Can I ask a question here? Does it have to do with parties? Do we do that anymore or not?
traditionally, we would ask for JPs of opposing
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
parties. That is just tradition. I'm not sure if that's statutory
It's
or
not statutory, but it's. Okay, then
it's traditional, but not statutory. If there's anyone, well,
They ask if at all possible.
Yeah.
You know, if there's any possibility that it could be what it is.
the only option would be the independent JP. President, if you'd be willing to do it or wanting to do that, or people don't have a problem.
Here's why I bring it up. The way the world is now, I don't want any question of impropriety about anything that we do.
Understand,
So,
understood?
I could do it between the time town meeting's done and when I'm about 32 o'clock. Because if
That works for me.
that's.
Or anything in,
Me as well.
or anything ahead of time too.
That's true. Yeah, I'd rather not do it ahead of time, like.
I don't, dear, what are you saying, Wendy?
I said I don't care, I'll do it early, but I have classes for me.
Right.
So I can't.
Yeah, we would work around. it.
So Wendy, are you concerned about the impropriety if we don't have two
Yeah,
different parties?
right,
I'm
So
not
you would
personally
rather-
concerned,
I understand that. So you would rather do this, even though you have a very tight schedule?
I'd rather not, I'd rather have Sam do it. He usually does it.
I don't think Sam will do it.
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's up for it this year.
Okay.
You know, it just works out, that we don't have as much diversity
It
on
has
the
to be a
JP
BCA
side.
member, not a select board member, right?
It says justice of the
That's what I
peace.
thought.
I believe that's a statutory requirement.
Yeah, If it's between the time meeting's over and ballot clerk.
Okay, so, tradition, typically, I like to appoint an alternate just in case there are things that come up, so that we do have the required, statutorily required two JPs to deliver ballot, but we also have an alternate just for coverage in case things come up, other duties, so, I would say then Wendy and Dave with Mary as an alternate, does that sound reasonable?
Sure.
And that way we have full coverage for the day,
Yes.
Not sure.
or unless you wanna change that, it's just up for discussion.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Is it just Sam is the other JP that's not here, or is there another one?
No, just Sam, there are 5 JPs for the municipality. Three of us are Democrats, 2 are independents.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we don't have as much diversity on the JP side. But I understand your point, Wendy, and I share the concerns for the optics. So if everyone's okay, you wanna modify the motion? Whoever may put the motion on the floor.
It was a nomination.
Yeah. Okay, I'll update my motion that Dave Hall and Wendy will be the people who help the physically disabled voters, and I will be the alternate.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Anna Keegan. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor of electing Dave Hall, Wendy Martin, and as a primary and Mary Fader as alternate to deliver ballots, the yellow physically disabled voters of town meeting day, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Next order of business is to appoint the assistant election officer. Kim, you have
That would be Michelle
designated
Dollar.
Michelle Dollar,
Yes.
who
We'll
is
make that
a
work.
tremendous asset.
I nominate Michelle Ballard to be assistant election officer.
It's motion by Wendy, do I have a second? Second by Kathy. Discussion? There being none, all those in favor of appointing Michelle Dolph as the assistant elections officer, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. Next order of business is to designate the list of ballot clerks. Kim, do you want to speak to that?
Yep, I've been in touch with each and every one of them listed. It would be Ann Record, Arlene Carey, Kate Gravel, Twyla Putnam, Cynthia Gibbs, Wendy Martin, and Michelle Dollar as my ballot clerks.
And that gives you full coverage from 9 to 7.
It gives me full coverage. Usually I run it 2 shifts, 9 to 2 and 2 to 7.
All right. And do we need a motion to approve that?
So moved.
A motion by Joe Polio, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Kathy Ciano. Discussion? There being none, all those in favor of the list of ballot clerks, as stated by the town clerk, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. Next order of business, ballot counters, when the polls close at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, the 4th. Kim, do you want to speak to that?
Yep, we obviously have the entire BCA board, which would be all 5 of the JPs and 5 of the select board members. And I also would like to add outside of them is Cynthia Gibbs stays, and I've invited Pat Mack, so we would have an even number. So
I can't count.
you can, we have other ballots for you. So I'm looking for permission to add Cynthia Gibbs and Pat Mack to the list.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve, the addition of Cynthia Gibbs and Pat Mack to the, full BCA as ballot counters at the close of polls at town meeting? Got a motion by Kathy,
Second.
second by Anna. Discussion. There being none, all those in favor of the list of ballot counters, including Cynthia Gibbs and Pat Mack, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. Sam, you're about 2 minutes too late. Or your ears burning.
Good thing or a bad?
You're gonna be very sorry you missed it.
Okay, do we have any other business before the Board of Civil Authority?
I just wanted to find out, everybody plans on being here, the select board members, 7 o'clock, March the 4th, accounting.
Here or at the
Oh,
school?
I'll be at the school. I'd like to see everybody there about 6:45, so, we can organize and probably discuss before we actually close the ballots, the boxes at 7. And if you can't make it, let me know as soon as possible, and then I can, because I do have pairs of 2 for everybody, so when someone doesn't show up, then I have to find another person to cover that pair. That's about it.
Is there anyone here who is not planning to be there or knows they won't be there after close of polls on town meeting day? So I'd ask if anything comes up, you immediately notify Kim so she can make alternate comments. Okay, is there any other business?
And when are you gonna clean the ballot list? Or the president list?
We'll probably do that sometime this year. Usually I have to do it before September of the odd year, which is this year, so we'll be cleaning it.
You're talking about the voter checklist scrub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is every.
So that's an odd year function, so
Quite a few people on it.
I know, but we can't take a lot of people off until,
Right.
yeah,
it's quite a procedure to.
it is, and we're gonna do that, we'll. Probably do it, I would say, I'd like to get it done like in the spring.
Okay.
Okay, any other business? Any other public comment? There being none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
Motion by Joe, second by Anna. All those in favor, vote by saying aye. Aye. Adjourn 5:28. Thank you, everyone.